Hello, this video is all about building rapport. Hello, my name is Joanne Foster and I'm with Zebra English. I'm a mentor teacher there and I help interview applicants and then also coach applicants and help them prepare for the interview process. Now we also support our new teachers and any teacher that needs help. We have a newbie page and we have teachers, ZebraEnglishLounge.com, and that is a website that's just full of teacher resources. So if you want to know when the holidays are that Zebra English takes each year, they're up there. If you want to meet some teachers, there are teacher spotlights. There are employee testimonies. What is it like to work there? Videos of other teachers that are resources for you to have and to help you on your Zebra English journey. There's also blog posts that are written by fellow teachers, and there's just so much up there that is for you to take advantage of. Okay, so today our topic is how to build rapport with your student. And this has been a question that I've had in the past, and I feel like a lot of new teachers or teachers that are maybe coming in new to the Zebra English platform, they want to know a little bit more about building that rapport. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Now, with building rapport, you want to connect with that student. You want to have that connection where they think, I want to see that teacher again. I want to come to their classroom. So I'm going to give you some ways that have worked for me, and then you can share in the comments section other rapport building ideas that you do within your classroom, because we all learn from one another. And that's how, we have this big toolbox that we have all these different tools in that we pull from when we're teaching. And so every time that a teacher shares something, I learn something from them. And then I add that into my teacher toolbox and I make it mine. And I utilize it the way that works for me and that's my personality. And we each have to do that. We can't just copy someone if it's not us, okay? So here's some ways to build rapport. First of all, you want to be smiling, and you want to have energy and be excited to see the student, and you want to get closer. When you come in closer to the camera, that is like when you step in closer to someone when you're talking to them and you're showing them that you care, you're interested, you're trying to get closer to them so that you can be more connected and that you can hear them and be a part of what they're saying and a part of their life. So, you can lean in when you're listening and then have that energy and be like, hello, how are you? You can sing, and sometimes that for the girls or different ones that like music, that will connect with them. Ask them about something. Ask them, do you have something to show me? See if they have something that they can show you. Now for my regulars, I put it in feedback that to the parent that please have Johnny bring something to show me next week at the beginning of class. This will build rapport and work on his English conversational skills. And so they see the value in it because it is true that it works on their conversation skills because they are interested in what they want to show you. And so when they are, then they're going to try to talk more about it. In fact, I recently had a parent write to me and tell me how much they liked that show and tell time at the beginning because their son was becoming so much more confident in speaking in sentences because he was wanting to communicate with me about what he had. Now this past time, let's see, what all did he have? He had 3 different items that he wanted to show me. And one was, it was a map of China and the different provinces, maybe that's what they call them, but the different areas of China, and he was showing me where Beijing was. Well, then the next thing he held up was a model of the Great Wall. And so then he was telling me that it's in Beijing, and we were talking about that. And then after that, he got a picture that he had drawn. And it's one of those pictures that it looks like a fish when you look at it, but then when you open it up and expand it, it's actually like the inside of the fish and the fish's mouth. opens up real big. And so he had 3 items that he wanted to show me, and it's the same mom. And see, and I took the time with him. I allowed him to talk about all 3 of those items. I didn't shut him down after the first one and say, okay, Thomas, we need to go on now. But I knew he had something, and he didn't say, oh, let me show you this. Oh, let me show you this. Like he'd put one up. He had the puzzle up there. But then the next one, he had his mom get that for him. And he sort of reached for the other one, and I could tell that there was something else he wanted to show me. So I was like, do you have something else for me to see? I want to see. Because I encouraged him and I told him that I wanted to see it, then I gave him time to get it and show it to me, and I gave him that encouragement. Then he opened up and he tried to make those sentences, which they were really good sentences. And at the same time, then I correct those sentences that have 1 or 2 words that are not exactly how we say it, or that keep it from being a complete sentence. So then I help him to know how to say that or communicate what he was wanting to in a complete sentence. And then I also write that sentence down. I have a little note 3x5 card that I keep beside me, and so I'll write that under his name. And then I'll put that in feedback. You know, during the intro slide, we worked on this sentence. I have something I want to show you. So if he did not say that sentence correctly, then I told him how to say that, and then we practiced that, and then I wrote that in feedback. So that's working on those conversational skills. That's building rapport between me and the student, because he sees that I'm interested in what he is doing. So that's really big, a big way that you can build rapport with your regular students. Now, you can't do that with a trial student, except you can say this. You can say, do you have something to show me? And just ask them, because many times they have a pencil or a pencil case or a toy or something that they can reach, or that they can just hop over and get real quick and then hop back on and show you. So ask that. Do you have something I can see? Do you have something to show me? And that connects you with that student. Now, another way to build rapport with the student is to connect them with that intro slide. That intro slide is very important. We don't ignore it. We don't just talk with the student and introduce and do the show and tell and then go on to the second slide and not say anything. Zebra English has a reason for why they put what they do on the intro slide. It always has the title, and then it has a few images on there, and it's for you to talk about them and again connect with the student. So after we have our show and tell time and we need to move on to the lesson, I'll be like, Thomas, what do you see? And let's say it's furniture, because I'm going to pick one that's not so, you know, like pretty flowers or a doctor or a boat or a subway, something like that. So furniture. And there could be a table and a lamp and an armchair. And I could say, Thomas, what is this? And circle it and see if he knows it. And then, do you have a lamp from your ceiling, hanging from your ceiling? And see, and they may tell me, no, it's on the wall or it's in the corner, you know. So it's building rapport and talking about something that they have. Again, it becomes personal. And then there could be the armchair, and I'd say, do you have an armchair? And then they can tell me again if they did, if they don't, what they do have. And so you are connecting the student with the subject now and with what's around them, or maybe what they've ridden in, like if it's subway and train and bus. You know, you can ask them what it is, and then you can ask them, have you ridden in a subway? You know, and then they can tell you if they have or not. Again, it's building that rapport and connecting you with that student. Okay, so those are a couple ways that you can build rapport with the student when you're doing the introduction. Now, another way when you're doing the introduction is to have a puppet. If you are good at puppets, or you like puppets, or even stuffed animals, you don't have to have a puppet. You can have a stuffed animal. And let me see what I have around me. Right here I have this little hedgehog, and I call him Jojo. And I'll say, Jojo says hello, hello. Or I can say, if they've done do it, I'm like, high five, high five. You know, he's giving a high five. Or if they're not talking to you, you can say, Jojo, do you see Thomas? And then if he, he can say, yes, I see Thomas. You do? Let me see if I can see Thomas. Thomas. And you can play like sort of a hide and seek game with you. You can say, Jojo, my name is Teacher Joanne. Hello. Hello. Hello, Teacher Joanne. You can build rapport with your puppet. Okay, so they can clap, they can high five them, they can talk to them, you can talk to them and show them how to have a conversation and say, hello, my name is, if it's a younger student. So a lot of times the puppet breaks the ice. The other day, I didn't think I had a student there. I thought he hadn't come into class yet. And then I realized his mother was there, and then I thought, I wonder if he's down below the screen. So I was just sitting there waiting for him. And then I was like, Thomas, where are you? And then I got my puppet, Thomas, oh Thomas, where are you? Jojo is looking for you. And then guess what? He popped up. I was just sitting there waiting for him, but he was hiding down there, but it took the puppet to get him to come up. So puppets or stuffed animals, I have stuffed animals beside me and I'll reach for them also, and they can help build that rapport. You can have a ball. If you can ask them, like if you have a few props are good to say, do you like football? Or do you like flowers? If it's a girl. Do you like Elsa? Because they all like Elsa. Do you like singing? Let's sing a song. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands and sing a song with them. So there's many different ways that you can build that rapport with your student. And I hope these have helped with you today. And as you're going along, then continue that conversation with the student. Again, connect them with the slide. Ask them if they're tired or they're thirsty, if that's your word. Ask them if they have a dog, if there's a dog on the screen. Ask them if they've ever been to a park, if it's a park. If it's a beach, have you been to the beach? So again, you're building that relationship with the student. And what matters to a student is that they know that you care about them. And so if you are getting up close to the camera from time to time and you're smiling and you're sincere, I mean, children can tell whether we are sincere or not, if it's just put on or we really care about them. So that is the biggest key to me. So if you really care about your student, it's going to come across. You're going to be excited. You're going to get that student output. They're going to feel connected to you. And then I show them parts of my life too. I'll be like, look, I have a son that's 6. Look, he's right here. And then I'll point to my son that's 6 and I will show them my family picture. Or I will show a picture on my phone, like we've had puppies recently. So I'm like, do you want to see my puppies? And then I'll show them the puppies and they think that's great. Or if it's a holiday celebration, I'll show them some part of it. So connect them with that, with your life. And they like, and that's what I had written in feedback too. This mom said, because you share your life with us, my son wants to come to class every week, and he's learning about America, and he's also telling his friends. He's so proud that he knows these facts and that his teacher tells him about the holidays, what you do as a family, about your animals that you have. All of these, I showed them when I was at my mom's at Christmas. She has a train that goes all the way around the under her tree, and she has a whole village scene, and it actually blows smoke out and has a train whistle. And so I videotaped it while I was there, and then I would show it to them. And so this is now in, what are we in, May? And this was the feedback that I got about how I share my life with them. And she said, and even the train model. Well, that's not even mine. That's my mom's, but it was back from December. But see, it's that connection. And yes, you probably hear the knock, knock, knock. That's my little one right outside the door. So if you hear knocking like that in any of my videos, it's real, it's life at our house. And that's how it is. And I don't care. It's okay, because I'm not going to edit it out. because I don't think you mind. You see that, you know, I have to deal with children knocking on the door when I'm making a video. All right, so I hope that helps you with rapport. And just like that, if that happened in my classroom, I would use it as a teachable moment. I would say, oh, do you hear that knocking? I think it's my child. Or if the dog has come outside and it's downstairs barking, but I can still hear it in the house, I'll be like, my dog has got to be put up. So, and I haven't ever had a complaint. So just roll with it, make it teachable moments, connect with your students, and you will build that rapport, and they will want to keep coming back to your class. Celebrate them at the end. Have a great time with them. Always tell them that they're a champion. Play a little game with them at the end. Put different Zacks around them and count them up. And just have fun with them. Do that like, see you later, alligator. Say, after a while, crocodile. Well, see, you're teaching them different things about America right there. That we have these little cute sayings that we say that are rhyming and that are fun. Okay, so even when you're closing, you can use it to build rapport with your student. All right, that's it, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.